All right, I think we're live, folks. T-Texas Tony Turnstile here with you, getting ready for some TCL action. Seguin River Monsters hosting again them Brazos Valley Bombers. Pretty good ball game. Shot ourselves in the foot a couple days ago on a pass ball, but up until it was pretty doggone good ball game. But them Stirs, we're at the bottom of the stand. It's 4-14. I maintain this team is better than that. Our Pythagorean next to Bill James is better than that, but the reality is the reality, and we got to start winning some ball games. Brazos Valley in town, and the plan for you and I is to take them down. Let's go through some starting lineups. Visiting Brazos Valley Bombers, leading off from Baylor, and the designated hitter is Casey Sinceri, also tops in the league in batting average. Turn down the bump music just a tad bit there because I'm blowing that out. Right in the back there. Casey Sinceri leading it off. 2-hole. Hunter Autry playing first base out of Sam Houston State. They went to the regionals. Won their conference tourney. Pretty good ball club there. Batting 3-hole out of Nebraska, Ben Columbus, the catcher. Batting fourth, playing center, Jacob Guerrero. Don't have him on the roster. He's a new addition to the Bombers. Batting fifth, playing right field, Cole Plowman out of McNeese State. Batting sixth, playing shortstop from Baylor, Jordan Medellin. Batting seventh, playing third base from Abilene Christian, Maddox Nisi. Also appearing in the regionals, the Ivy League representative. Now in the lineup, batting eighth and playing left field is Seth Werchan from Penn. I know none of us are getting into those schools, but a few of these guys in the TCL are, I'll tell you that. Seth Werchan out of Penn, playing left tonight and batting eighth. Batting ninth, UTRGV Eric Martinez, and he'll be playing second base. On the hill, Zach Norris, UT Arlington for the Bombers. He'll be facing his teammate, Zach Henry, today. Out of Paris, Texas. If you've ever seen that movie, it's a weird movie. Now, for your Seguin River Monsters, leading it off, playing center field, Kyle Atkinson, Texas State Bobcat right there. Batting second, playing shortstop, Hector Rodriguez. Batting third, playing second base, Garrett Felix out of Nicholls State. Batting cleanup, playing left field out of UT Arlington. Oh, that's anthem time. Hold on.
Let's play ball.
All right, back to the lineups. The old national anthem. All right, where do we leave off? All right. Batting third for the Stars is Garrett Felix out of Nicholls State. He'll be playing second base. In the 4-hole batting cleanup playing left field, Zach Henry from UT Arlington. Batting fifth hole playing first base, UCSB Gaucho, Jake Dodge. Batting the 6-hole playing right field, Xavier Arias. Batting seventh, the designated hitter tonight, Logan, the Wolverine Stockton. Batting eighth, playing third base out of Texas State, Alex Gonzalez. Batting ninth and catching tonight, Caden Cram, Princeton. Same as the man in charge of Texas Rangers, Chris Young. On the bump tonight, Riley Kettner from Lubbock, Texas, the windiest city you've ever been to. If you have, he goes to Odessa College, looking for Riley to get us up for a good start. Stand by. Oh. I guess it's that piece of paper I need to take off. Okay. Let's go here. Had to fix the camera right there. Sincere drills at warning track power. Lucky to get him out anytime. One down, F7. Going to Hunter Autry. Grounds it into the hole. What a dive and stab by Gonzalez, and he wings it and gets him. Holy full layout. 5'3", Alex Gonzalez. Absolutely dives, gloves it, gets up, makes the throw from his knees. Unreal. A couple good plays right there. That's a good sign. Let's see here. Got Mr. Ben Columbus. Takes a strike. 2 quick outs out of Nebraska. He's a Cornhusker. Kettner change, just misses. Beautiful night at the ballpark. A little bit windy today. Windier than usual, I'd say. Kind of blowing into the box, frankly. The flag would tell you it's going left to right, but it feels like it's blowing in. 2-1. Kettner gets him to roll it over in the hole, and that's going to be Garrett Felix who makes the play to Jake Dodge. 1, 2, 3 stirs, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Let me go mess with that camera again.
10,000 feet. I gotta fly. Get me a ticket. I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Move like a rocket man. I live in motion. We land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. That's right. I'm gonna let you go it along. Bring me along to some fun. Ha! I travel light and I don't bite. Fly over the Atlantic. Take off to a new city. Somewhere got history. Somewhere real pretty. We're cruising in London.
Get Scotty B's mic up.
And I love the way she moves.
Right about here, I think, is our levels. I don't know.
Got a hold on tight.
That's Chattahoochee.
All through the night.
Presently
Get on to
either
that
in Osaka or his plane is just landing in Osaka. Mr. Nakatomi. Shout out to Dutch. We got Scotty B in the house and Luis Solis, who has figured out if we can pull it off, we're going to flex our muscles on it. A little bit of instant replay action.
Oh, baby.
How's that for DIY broadcast? We're watching Mr. Zach Norris warm up the noodle out of UT Arlington. So he's familiar with Mr. Henry. Couple Zachs going at it. Zach Norris is going to be facing Zach Henry. Fade it down. Scotty B, how are you, sir?
Good. Ready? That was a good 1, 2, 3, top of the first from Riley. Love to see it.
I know, man. That play by Alex Gonzalez laying out. My goodness gracious.
That was a beauty. He's been good with the glove.
Man,
ever
he
since
has.
He's been with the River Monsters.
He said he's typically a shortstop, which makes sense. He's got a heck of a glove. Atkinson takes strike one. Atkinson, I think, was in the lineup. We had a scratch because it was Connor Kaiser.
Yeah, Connor, I think feeling a little under the weather after BP and warm-ups.
All right.
So Kyle moved up to his normal spot in the leadoff position.
0-2 right away. And it's a jam shot. Not going to drop. Right to, I think Sinceri's playing short. No, it's Medellin.
There's the DH tonight.
He is. So Medellin catches the Atkinson fly out. F6, one down. And now we've got Hector Rodriguez going to UTSA, signed with them. It's an excellent piece of recruiting. I will tell you that. They got some, there's some really good UTSA players and good middle infield. He slaps it the other way, slicing down the line, and the catch is made. But, man, that's a heck of a ball player right there. So F7, 2 quick outs. Garrett Felix will take some pitches, hopefully. Always gives a pro at bat, as I say. Professional at bats. You look for hit and approach, look no further than Garrett Felix. That's all I say. Let's get a good look at Mr. Norris's windup. Steps back. Little kick. Shoots the first pitch the other way. Foul ball.
RV Alley better be on watch tonight.
Three or four out there. Maybe three in a trailer.
Oh, I do see that fourth one. You're right. So that is that's foul ball territory.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if they got him in the face or the glove, and he's going to be safe. Yeah, it's not a foul ball. It bounced off the player, dude.
It hit the pitcher, so that's going to be a fair ball.
If they call that foul, I'm going to have their heads checked. Looked like it hit him in the face. It was kind of scary. I think it got his glove. Maybe he got his glove up on the deflection. So Garrett Felix with a single. Comebacker. Now,
Garrett got all of that one.
He did.
Good thing Norris is standing on his 2 feet still.
Yeah,
Must
I'm
have just
glad he's
been off
okay.
the leather or the arm or something.
Yeah, it looked very scary. It was right up around the head.
That was real close to being in a dangerous spot for him. Never like to see that.
So you got Zach Henry from UTA facing Zach Norris from UTA by my little roster. A hack. I think Felix probably runs at some point with 2 outs. Just a guess. Based on TCL histories.
Back.
Get dirty. Big hole right side for the lefty. You can get out in front of a Norris fastball or something. Send one down the corner. Up and away.
Good take there by Zach. That was in a good spot.
And I don't know how well knowing your pitcher really does help you in the ultimate duel of baseball. It's like, yeah, you're on the same college program, but at the end of the day, dude's got fastball, breaking ball, off speed, and you just gotta you still gotta hit it. Still gotta hit it, whether you know what he's got or not.
And it's one of those things, who's out thinking who,
Yeah.
You might be overthinking what the pitcher's going to do, overthinking where the batter's coming.
Oh, gets him. So
you don't got to overthink that one.
they're looking at it. He looks at him. That's friendly. They're going to hit me, huh? Okay. So
Norris returns the favor to Henry after Felix
he's like,
drills him with a single.
Yeah. He's like, yo me cheeseburger and a beer when we get back to campus. So Jake Dodge, UCSB Gaucho, tall lefty, playing first base tonight. 2 on. Little something going. Jam shot. That might drop. I think he took a step back. No. In on the play is going to be. That's Misi. Nope, that ain't Misi. He's in center tonight. That's Guerrero. Jacob Guerrero. I don't have that, but he's the center fielder tonight for the Brazos Valley Bombers. We'll take a break. Oh, my goodness. Door slamming. That's a windy one tonight. It's going to be Jacob Guerrero, center fielder. Made the catch last inning, leading it off for the Brazos Valley Bombers. Mr. Kettner. Fastball up high. 1-0. Yeah, I don't see Guerrero on there. It's wearing number. Line drive, but right at Garrett Felix on the short hop, off to first, and just like that, one down. Lined it pretty much at Garrett Felix there. This will be Cole Plowman. Plowman had kind of a back-breaking double opposite field gap a couple nights ago. I think 2 runs or a couple runs had already scored, but I think it added one more. Would have. But Plowman hits for power, hits to all fields. (2-0). Plowman and McNeese State Cowboy. Nice little slide and slider right in there for 2-1. Up and away. 3-1. A man from Lubbock like Kettner I'm rooting for. It is a windy, flat town. You can call that a strike, Mr. Plowman. He wouldn't have if you didn't jump out. As it was outside corner for sure. Full count to Plowman. You just got to stand in there and play the game with the umpire like, I don't know. Let's see what you say. And he'll probably call a ball. Jams him. Full count. Do it again. How to play towards the RV lots. I don't really know where this wind is coming from because there's not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, I mean, usually that doesn't come rolling around until the 6th, 7th inning anyway.
Yeah, until the tornadoes come in the 7th, and then we get the wind. He does miss outside there. Plowing aboard, one down. Jordan Medellin, as opposed to me trying to say Medellin, but it looks like it's spelled the same. Colombia, country I'd like to retire to. On the beach.
This could send me down another entourage tangent, but I won't.
Please do. That's what the broadcast is for. See,
This was Vinny Chase's passion project, Medellin,
oh my gosh.
playing
I love-
Pablo Escobar.
That's so great. There's some, pretty horrible in the reality of it, but man, there's some great documentaries on the hunt for Pablo Escobar. Then they got him, how they did it. And there was that 30 for 30 on Narco Soccer, which is kind of insane.
The two Escobars. That's
Yeah.
an early 30 for 30,
That
and
was
it's a great one.
Yeah, that was, nice off speed from Kettner.
Pulls the string.
Does he ever? Yeah, the two Escobars. I can't recommend those 30-30s enough, but that was a good one.
I'm hard on ESPN with the product that they put out as of late, but that is one thing that they get right seemingly every time.
Yeah. That's how I feel. I want to dump on MLB because they do so many horrible things, but then they do stuff like the WBC and nail it. And then you got baseball in London right now, which is pretty cool. So 2-2 to Medellin. Plowman at first. Bounces it. I like that from Kettner, switching it up there, giving a little extra second. You know?
Yeah, I don't know if one of the fielders kind of let him know that Plowman took that. Plowman took that bigger lead there
Okay,
once
he took a
Riley
little
got
hop.
to the set. But then Riley kind of froze him, waited him out a little bit.
And there goes Plowman, but it's ball 4. So Plowman running on the assumption something was going to happen. And Medellin walks. Third baseman, Maddox Misi. Abilene Christian. Tell you all about barbecue out there. Ron Angles, best ribs in Abilene. Fouls it off to Misi. Joe Allen's is another classic. Forget what the deal with Joe Allen's was out there. The best one in Abilene's long gone. Harold's. My fam goes way back to Abilene. House on Leggett Drive. Since 1946 it was. Would have been. 1-1 to Misi. 3 good programs in Abilene. You got AC, you got Hardin Simmons, and you got McMurray. All pretty good facilities, frankly. Getting ahead. 1-2 to Misi is Kettner. Get the fastball in on his hands.
Looking for a big second out here after the back-to-back walks.
Yeah, I got to come back here. Get this. I can't load him with one. Digging in. The stretch is Kettner. Ooh, that's a pretty good fastball there.
Just a little bit too up to start to get Misi to chase. A good hitter there in the batter's box.
Too much up in the eyes.
Just a little bit too high.
Bounces the breaker full.
Payoff pitch on the way.
He hits him. And this leads to a philosophy. And, these pitchers know that. And Nick Palacios is doing a good job with these guys where you don't always have to throw your best stuff in your get-it-over stuff. Sometimes a hanging slider, it'll get crushed. Other times it just fools you because you're looking for something else, and it just like spins in there, and it's like half the speed it should be, and it just rolls over the plate, and you're just either, take something off. Some of your best stuff sometimes works. There's a strike. Got to work back now against Seth Werchan out of Penn, 0-1. Ooh, bounced. That could be. Go to the plate to get that one. There's one down. Excellent job by Alex Gonzalez to go home and make that play. So Werchan is on first on the fielder's choice. And Plowman gets cut down to the plate for the second out. That was big.
Not easy there for Alex. The ball working down that foul line. He's almost thinking about letting it go foul. And then once he does field it, he's got to throw into the runner.
Yeah, he's got to like jump shot it over the runner, but
kept his composure and got a big second out.
Cram's a big dude, so he goes up and gets it. Now you got Eric Martinez, bases packed with 2 down, trying to get out of the jam. Nice first pitch strike, but not throwing your best stuff. Kind of interesting. Votto's back in the show. I don't know if you've been seeing his comeback tour. It's pretty awesome. He's jacking the ball out of the park.
An all-time great.
He's an all-time great. 0-1 now. Strike 2. But Zach Greinke, they're like, how would you pitch to Votto? And one game, he goes, I'm just going to throw Votto bad sliders right down the middle of the plate because he identifies spin so well. He'll think it'll break out of the zone, and it won't. Fouled off. So that's what Greinke figured. He just studies every hitter, and he's like, I think Votto sees spin so good that it'll lock his brain when he sees slider spin, and it doesn't. It just hangs. So that's what he did. He just threw 3 bad sliders right down the middle of the plate, and Votto was just taking them.
Those 2 guys got to be up there with some of the most cerebral players of the last decade.
Awesome.
Plus.
Oh, nice pitch ahead in the count right there from Kettner.
Good work by Cram behind the dish.
Yep, saving a run there. Yeah, Greinke's a fun one the more you read about his stories and his approach to the game. Ooh, took something off that. It's almost like he had to slow up his swing. The 1-2. Kettner come up with a kill shot here. And he does.
And
nasty.
Cram catches the foul tip, and Kettner gets Martinez swinging to end the inning, leaves bases loaded.
Oh, that was huge. Love it.
Huge zero by Kettner and the defense there.
Absolutely thing of beauty. I don't know what that was. That a change, Scotty? I think he pulled the string on that.
It
Maybe
looked like a little something was off that. Just maybe it went back to the same pitch he went with the one previous.
On Werchan. Yeah.
Because it did look like Warchan was a little fooled on that one and just was able to flare it down the line.
Good stuff in a big spot. We'll take a break, folks. All right. You just saw an instant replay. That's because Luis Solis volunteered last year, came back in this year. Oh, that's amazing. Got more things than just producing a baseball show. Shot the other way by Arias, and that's going to drop in for a hit. Xavier Arias, first pitch hunting. Love it. Starts off with a single just like that against Mr. Norris. And now your DH, the Wolverine, Logan Stockton.
Don't fact check me, but I believe Xavier only has one game played so far this summer without a hit.
Really?
I believe so.
it.
I believe he just has one offer on the year, and I think 5 to 6 multi-hit games.
I mean, had a huge hit in the 5-6 hole the other night. And just seems to barrel everything. He's one of those guys where I just feel needs to get looked at a higher level of play. I think Harding's probably a good program if they got him, but I mean, I think this dude could play.
And it's one of those things. He's seen a lot of different pitchers. He's seen a lot of different spots in games, and he just seemingly sprays hits all over the field.
He does.
In control of his bat.
If we had StatCast, if we had that TrackMan thing, we could get like barrels and exit velos, I think he'd be near the top of the leagues, honestly. That's how I feel about Arias' game. Bounced hard by Stockton. That's going to be a tough play, and it's bobbled by the third baseman. It's Stockton hustling through, reaches on error. Good things happen. We put the ball in play, folks. Love it.
I think Maddox was just kind of thinking about getting that ball to second before it got in his glove, making the decision before fielding the ball.
Yeah, I think he was kind of like over himself, stumbling a little bit, which might have shot his arm forward, and he caught it on the heel and bobbled it. So 2 on, nobody out. Here's our third baseman, Alex Gonzalez.
Big diving stab in the first inning, a nice play in the last inning to keep a run off the board.
Beautiful.
Put out at home.
Some excellent glove work. Shows the bunt, pulls it back. Different philosophies in the bunt world. Square early, show late, what you want to do. You're going to have Mr. Columbus. Not Columbus is catching. That's Autry up in the cut, playing the bunt. And full hack. And Gonzalez, 0-2. So, semi-bunt situation there. It is early in the game. Put the runners in motion, put the ball on the ground, all kinds of different things here. Norris deals up and in. Executed his spot, but Gonzalez lays off. 2-2. Couple good layoffs there from Alex. Mr. Gonzalez, eagle eyeing it. And Alex Gonzalez was coming off some injuries too. Up, nice take, full count. So his playing time looks to go up next year because he's a player. But with the college stats like Zach Henry, you don't see him there. A lot of times these dudes are banged up.
Gonzalez battles back from an 0-2. Payoff pitch coming.
Ooh, that's a good piece of battle, and that was a 3-2 breaker.
That was just a good 3-2 battle between pitcher and hitter right there.
That was. Norris broke it off, no fear. Any pitch, any count, TCL.
That was a very nice 3-2 breaking ball from Norris there, and talk about staying alive as a hitter.
That's right. Shoots it the other way, and they're going to try to turn that, and they do. I think he punched him out. I do think they called him out on the double play. Tony Perez is going to ask if he was off the plate. He missed it and jab stepped back. Wasn't standing on first base. Home plate ump's like, dude, I can't see that. So they turn a very difficult 3-6-1 and get Stockton. So 2 down, runner at third now. Caden Cram, opportunity for a 2-out Bibby. Oh, up and in, right under the chin. Official chin music. 1-0. Caden Cram, poke one right up the middle. Pretty good hack right there. Fastball outside part 1-2. Cram shoots something up the middle. Base hit will score a run. Pretty well gets into it. I don't know if that's going to stay in play. I got to lean over here, and catcher calls it, and he makes for it, does Ben Columbus. So Cram fouls out. Strand Arias at third. And we'll go to the top of the ring. All right, coming back. Riley Kendrick coming out for a third inning of work. Everybody up in the booth trying to stay hydrated. Hydration is paramount, just like safety. I'll give you your own, buddy. Is that yours? Okay. See who's leading it off here. Back to the top of the order with Mr. Sinceri. Time you get this dude out, give yourself a pat on the back. Hitting over 400. Like Luis Erez, the Marlins, really doing it, really chasing that number. Bounced up the middle like he's dadgum Rod Carew. And Sinceri leads it off with a single. Sinceri's a Baylor, man. I don't keep track of that guy. That's all I'm saying.
I think you can label him a tough out.
He's a tough out. My question is this guy going to go in the draft next month? This guy prospect, man. You're leading this league. And making it look easy, too. It's like it's mostly line drives and hit hard. I'd like to see him in A-ball, the wood bat. So Sinceri lead off a board. You get a ground ball induced by Mr. Kettner. Nice pitch. There to Mr. Autry.
Speaking of ground balls, not an easy double play that the Bombers turned in the
That's
bottom
the
half
hardest
of that
one.
second inning. The first baseman, he makes the decision to make the throw to second instead of just getting the easy out.
Yep.
And that's only half the battle there.
Yeah, and that's Autry right there, the batter, who slings that. And first basemen aren't really used to that. I bet like at least 45% of the time they chuck that ball into left field, trying to pretend they're Ozzie Smith on a flip turn or something. But good throw right to the shortstop would make it easy, but then the pitcher has to cover. So a lot of things have to go right to turn that double play.
Kettner keeping Sinceri close at first base.
It's always good. I know Cram appreciates that. Running can get out of hand in the TCL if you don't check it. Nice.
Kettner hits the spin cycle there on Autry.
1-2 now. Sinceri taking a curious lead. You just seem too careful. Oh, that's a pretty good change in a pretty good spot. Autry wanted it, but he just chased off speed outside. So I think it's maybe he'd seen it and he's like, ah.
And that was just a little too far out to get the strike three call there. Sinceri goes.
Bounced into the hole, is vacated by Hector. So the hit and run works. And that goes again to the unbelievable Bob Bipp that continues. Batting average balls have played extraordinary against us. Everything finds a hole. That's all I know. So Columbus, the catcher, sporting Hammer and Hank's number out of Nebraska. I don't know a whole lot about Nebraska other than Dutch Chattahoochee. Bounce, foul. And that they should still run the wishbone like they did under Tom Osborne in the 80s. That's all I know.
Being a a Central New York guy and a Syracuse fan, 44 is always Jim Brown and Ernie Davis to me.
Yeah.
44 is a iconic Syracuse football number as well.
Jim
One
Brown.
of their few.
Tell you what, Syracuse ran the eye, I thought, for a long time. They were an option team, too. Oh, and it gets by Dodge. Charging in is Arias. He has a pretty good arm, but he's going to hit the cut, and that scores a run. So Columbus on the E3. Autry to third. And Sinceri scores. Like to see body blocking if possible. Those hit pretty sharp. There's Mr. Guerrero. So first, third, nobody down. And off goes Columbus. No throw. Guerrero, center fielder.
One of those plays we'll probably look back on at the end of the
It's
game.
a one-run ball game. Be like,
Yep.
cut that dude down. He
Bombers.
was hit, but
Bombers turned that 3-6-1 in the bottom of the second, and kind of we're set up for one right there.
Yeah. I didn't hear anybody say going, but I got headphones on, so I don't know if it was like Cram just didn't come out because he didn't hear it and then noticed late that he was going. And I don't know if it was covering late. So first and third defense, 2-1. Second and third. Get out of this. Limit damage. Up and away up and in 3-1. On the stretch. Kettner, and it's lined up the middle and slicing away. Drops in front of Atkinson. There's a play there if you go for it and dive, but the implications if you miss are dire. So I don't. Guerrero drills a single up the middle and scores another. First and third again. Comes Coach Perez. Could have ourselves a pitch and change. That'll be it for Kettner. Bring it down and gets away from him here in the third. Take a break, folks. Colton Graham. Runner goes. Graham's going to gun him, and he's out. That's what I'm talking about. Graham says, keep playing. That's what's up right there. Campaigning for foolishness and got elected. Now we've seen Graham's arm. I like it. So one down on the caught stealing, and Plowman was the batter. That's a huge out to erase right there. Second and third, nobody out. Runner at third, one out. for the sabermetrician of the world, you have to be successful 76% of the time or greater to add any value mathematically to run scoring in a stolen base game. Anybody you can gun down, value. Cram, absolute beams it right on the tag. Let's see here. All right, now you got Plowman on the base on balls is now on first. This will be Jordan Medellin batting from the left side. He always bats from the left side. You just never pay attention. So Medellin, 0-1. Colton Graham, good repertoire, but nasty slider. 1-1. And perhaps Mr. Cram's gun out of Guerrero is what's keeping the runner at first. Hit very hard into center, but the wind is helping there. And Atkinson's going to make the catch, but the run tags and scores to make it 3-2 down. So Medellin F8. And now you got Maddox Misi, the third baseman, with 2 outs. Colton Graham coming in doing his thing. I like to think Graham is a good addition to any D1 pitching staff because his slider is above average, more than above average. I haven't seen anybody really get on it when he's breaking it off. Bounces it, though. So Plowman does move up to second with 2 down and 2-0 to Misi. Two now. Graham gets the sign. Felix kind of checking Plowman, and he gets him to bounce. Big hop to Mr. Hector Rodriguez, and that's what you see what that guy can do is make plays like that. So 6-3 and not a gimme. Hector makes it on the run and guns it over for the third out. All right, go to bottom of 3, but Brazos Valley gets 3 across the board, and Sturdy's got to get it going. Top of the order, Kyle Atkinson. Norris still on the bump. Hit hard in the gap. Could drop, and it does. Perfect placement. What it is. Sounded good, more of a flare. So leadoff single for Atkinson, who can run. Here's Hector. I'm blown away by this man's baseball game and his defensive abilities. Atkinson goes, and our hit and run might work. Nope. Oh, my goodness. So Atkinson stealing. Hector goes the other way, but it's enough for the third baseman to get it and gun across and gets Hector. Atkinson thinks about going to third because it's vacated, and the first baseman throws behind and guns it into left field, but no chance to advance. So good as a sack, frankly, on the 5-3. One down, Atkinson to second. Garrett Felix is the batter. Norris leaning in. That's the classic lean-in pose. Love it. Dangling arm. Bounce down the line. That's a fair ball, and it gets by him. That's going to score a run. Get one back as Garrett Felix hustles into second. That's a one-out double. RBI off the glove, but you can't rule that an error because he's running for it. Right down the line is Garrett Felix. And the Stars get something going. So Zach Norris plunked his college mate, Zach Henry, a couple UTA Mavericks last time. Felix leads from second. Nobody really holding close. Gotta be alert. Can't get picked. Ooh, jam shot the other way. Way in on his hands. It's the fastball. And the Zacks exchange words. A lot of trash talking, I'm sure, between friends after the game. So 2 down. Jake Dodge with a Bibby situation. Jake Dodge, big man. Pretty doggone good power. I'd like to see him send one to the bark pile. 2 outs. Ooh, lumber. Firewood could be trouble there for Medellin, and Dodge runs. Oh, beat him by half a step on the 6-3. So Medellin, if I'm not mistaken, the shortstop makes the play on the broken bat, but we get one on the Garrett Felix double. So 3-1 ball game. Take a break.
10,000 feet. Gotta fly. Get me a ticket. I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Like a rocket man. I live in motion. We land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. That's right. Not gonna let you go it alone. Bring me along some fun. Ha! I travel light and I don't bite. Fly over the Atlantic. Take off for a new city.
All right, coming back at you.
Somewhere
Action, top of 4. Colton Graham on relief for Riley Kettner last inning. Brazos finally puts 3 on the board. Sturs get 1 back in the bottom. And Seth Werchan, the left fielder, out of Penn. University of Pennsylvania it is, Ivy League. I don't know what I know about Penn. Tell you one thing I know about Penn. I got a good business school up there called Wharton. And I don't know who went into that, but I do know the dudes that started and won that Hoops. One of those guys, or maybe they all went there, started that company. They were Hoopers. But there's a documentary on it, The Rise and Fall of And One. Can't remember. It's not the other day. 2-1 to Werchan. Swings through the off speed from Graham, 2-2. Dirt breaking ball. Graham, nasty. Werchan lays off. Werchan reached in the second on a fielder's choice, which was the dribbler down to third, and the slider gets him on the payoff pitch with a full count. And that's that Colton Graham slider in any count. It's the K. I normally pull stats, but Graham's got, I think, a pretty doggone high K to inning rate, man. That dude misses a lot of bats. Up to Eric Martinez, UTRGV. State of Texas, so many good baseball programs. And he gets him to pop it up, but out of play towards the Kia Sedona. 0-1. Got a full house, but Scotty B has to pull like 6 duties, so he's on the call. Out to center, but tracking it is Atkinson playing with the wind, and Martinez flies out, F8. Atkinson took a couple stutter steps in there. That's a pretty hard hit considering it's like into the wind there. So back to Sinceri. Always must see TV on the TCL app. Your league leader in batting average, hitting 500 tonight. 1 for 2 runs scored last inning. There's that nice breaker. I think you want to call that a strike. That's maybe in off the plate. And wind whipping tonight at Smokey Joe. Not typically. There's another slide piece from Graham. Sinceri's approach, man. To see if he's like a no stride, little stride. It's not a no stride guy. Fouling it. Jake Dodge over there. Can we get him? We got him. We got the doggone Casey Sinceri. Thing of beauty. 1, 2, 3 for Colton Graham. Sits down Sinceri on the foul out. And we'll go to the bottom of 4. Bottom 4. Xavier Arias out of Harding University singled when he led off. Let me make sure. I think he led off the second. He did. He led off the second. Now he's leading off the fourth. Start us up again, Xavier. Xavier Arias, if you ever get the chance to get that man to autograph, just do it just so you can see how yoked he is on his upper body. Dude's like 6 feet, 220, which the 220 is all muscle. 1-1. Norris still going for Brazos Valley. 1-2. Stretching his Achilles is Norris. Norris almost took one in the face from Garrett Felix. Good battle there by Arias. Breaking ball, slip sliding away. I got Scotty D back in the booth. I'm going to put that mic up. It's off the plate, and he's going to ring him. It's not a strike, but Columbus was out there, and he popped the glove. So victim, protect with two. That's what they say. Victim of the catcher setup in the frame. Arias, I think if you swing, you can't hit it. It's good inch off the plate, if not more. One down. Logan Stockton now. Pretty good setup, though. He's going curveball, then off the plate with a fastball. Breaking ball, like cutter or something's up. 1-0. Quickly 2-0. Norris making a point to work quickly. Good full hack from Logan. 2-1.
Couldn't lay off 3 high fastballs in a row.
I know, it was right there. Seen it twice. It's letter high. You got to cut it loose. There's a breaking ball. Strike 2.
Like Mustafa from Austin Powers. You ask him 3 times, he's got to answer.
Got to answer. That's right. 2s now. Oh, and he chases the outside fastball. Logan knows he shouldn't have done it. Well, 2 Ks now. It's almost like Norris is finding an extra gear this 4th inning here. Alex Gonzalez flashing leather all night long. He's the one that hit the unbelievably turned 3-6-1 in the second. I thought we were getting something. Bounces a huge chopper, but right there to Autry gets him. So 1-2-3. I think that's Autry. Yep. He's related to Gene Autry. That'd be sweet. So Hunter Autry unassisted. 1-2-3 go the Sturs. New stir on the mound tonight. Dalen Caraway out of Jackson State. Dalen joins the Stirs, relieving Colton Graham. Came and worked out of a jam in the clean fourth. He's going to deal with Mr. Autry, Hunter Autry. Fastball up. People like, Mr. Caraway goes to Jackson State. People are like, oh, no, that's where Dion was coaching football. I went to Colorado. I know Jackson State is a school where Jose Gutierrez went. That's what it's famous for to me. 2-0. Some pretty good baseball down there. And, man, Jose could hit. Get signed by the Liga Mexicana Baseball, which is essentially AAA equivalent. Breaking ball doesn't come back over. But Jose Gutierrez led the Stirs in just about every offensive category last year. Went to Jackson State. Up and away. Walks Autry. So Caraway walks Autry. They'll bring up the catcher, Ben Columbus. Columbus 0 for 2 tonight, but reached on error. Fastball up. Good velocity from Caraway.
Missing up with everything.
But he's missing up, so you got to get it in the zone. Pumping the cheddar, just throws the strikes. 2-0. So Cram can come out and be like, hey, don't worry about it. Also, this is the thing we had last year where I was like, change the release, change the arm slot, just call a couple breaking balls. Get on top of a few of them. If you're missing high, you're flying open. Stay close.
We had a very good pitcher last year who pitched June for us, who you may be able to come up with that, but he would sometimes get a little too into his fastball, work a little too quickly, and refuse to mix it up, and that's when he would kind of lose himself.
Was that MJ?
MJ, yes.
Yeah.
Matt Johnson.
There goes the runner. Nice throw from Cram. But too big of a jump right there from Autry. So stolen base. He was already going.
Nothing Cram could do there.
He was like basically taking a secondary and then going. Caraway steps off. Now he gets a sign. Gets him to pop it up. That's going to be playable for Alex Gonzalez, who's under it. And he makes the catch. One down. Nice pitch right there.
Mile high pop up there.
Oh, my goodness. Inside. 2-0. Guerrero, the center fielder. Garrett Felix lurking close. Like Caraway to give him a look. The way things going to TCL and running. This is 2-0. Guerrero singled, got thrown out by Cram. Shot out to right. Going back is Arias. See if we can get behind and get a throw. No chance. So Autry's going to tag and go to third, but 2 down.
And just kept pulling Xavier over to the line
Yep.
and really gave
You'd have to make a Vlad
Autry,
Guerrero.
yeah. Really could never get his shoulder square to third. The ball just
Yeah.
kept leaking on him. So
So runner third, but 2 down. Caraway can hold him there if he gets Mr. Plowman. Plowman on base both times tonight, but stranded or cut down on the plate on the fielder's choice. That was actually maybe a strike, but Cram was reaching across his body.
I did think that came across over the plate, but
He was
just
set up
made
outside.
Cram kind of come
Yeah.
across with his glove and move it to the inside. So optically, it didn't look great. Stuck to that one, though.
Sticks to that one, so they'll call the corner if you stick the glove. So 1-1. Nice breaking stuff from Caraway there. 1-2. Coming back, getting it under control. 1-2 to Plowman. Oh, gets past him. Those are the runs that kill you right there. So about to escape possibly. The outside fastball gets away, and Autry comes in to score 2-2. Bounced over to Hector, gets it on the candy hop on the run, and a perfect throw from Rodriguez once again. And that'll do it, but the pass ball scores Autry. 4-1, go to bottom of 5. So here comes Caden Cram. Catcher out of Princeton. Still got Zach Norris, UT Arlington, on the bump. Been to the old Mavs field. Skied. Eric Martinez calling for it. Could be trouble. A lot of wind, but no. Taken by the center fielder, Guerrero, 1 down. So Cram flies out to shallow center for 1 down. Back to the top of the order with Atkinson. Happy birthday to Miss Cat. This works in the Seguin Monsters team store. Lined hard to short. It eats up Medellin. And that's just going to be ruled a single by me because it's hit so daggone hard. So Atkinson, you can give the guy air on that, but he's going to have to sacrifice his face. There's Hector. Absolute bullet. But Norris still going into the bottom of the fifth. Tarpley, the guy for the Rougarous, made it all the way to the seventh. You don't really see exceptionally deep runs. He's going to check on Atkinson.
You mentioned it in the bottom of the fourth. It almost looked like he had settled in and found his second gear. He made quick work of that bottom half of the
He really
fourth
did.
inning.
2 Ks. He's working fast.
Atkinson with a little 3-step deke there at first base.
I mean, he's going at some point, I would think. He might hang out there a few more pitches, give a chance Hector to yank one through the hole. Breaking ball would have been a good pitch, but it probably would have been a ball down and in. So 0-2 to Hector. Shot the other way, and it eats him up there. I don't know if he can recover, and he gets him by a step. So Misi bobbles it, but guns out Hector on the 5-3. Atkinson advances to second. Hit hard. Felix working on the cycle. 2 for 2, single and a double. Break a ball, bends around the plate, ball one, left it up. Another breaking ball, gets it in this time, 1-1.
I heard a birthday shout out to one of the Bennetts down there at the ticket booth merch stand.
Miss Cat?
Miss Cat, happy birthday. Just a huge part of what we do here as the volunteers, and the Bennetts at the front gate are
outside.
Are invaluable members of our game day operations team. Taking tickets, selling merch, letting me know when I forget to turn on a breaker or something to the light switches. They're always on top of things at all times, and they're huge.
I second that sentiment. The Seguin River Monsters family is a good one, where everybody's rowing together to try to bring some TCL baseball to the community here.
Pull the rope.
That's right. 3-1 now. Mr. Felix working himself into a deep Garrett Felix type count. Takes a breaker, not his pitch, 3-1, certainly. I don't know if you throw the 3-2 breaker because you're just comfortable with the release because you just did it. There it is again, but it's shot up the middle. He gloves it to Medellin. That's a pretty amazing play on the run from Medellin to get him there. Everything had to go right, and it did. So 6-3. They escape the runner, and Atkinson go to top 6. Dalen Caraway out for a second inning of work. Almost got out of the last inning to eat barbecue chips. I don't know what that was. That's how it goes. Not professional. Batter's going to be Jordan Medellin. Made that play up the middle in last inning. Wind's still whipping. Wind's still whipping in old Smokey Joe. Maybe even more so as the sun goes down. 1-0. Bounce. That's going to have to be a big hop for Garrett Felix. That has to be ruled as a single because it bounced over him. Smokey Joe bounce. Leadoff single, Maddox Misi, third baseman. Abilene Christian. Tell you what, man, Abilene Christian, all kinds of history of all that university. You know who went to Abilene Christian? Doyle Brunson, the famous poker player. I think he passed away this year. I think you know about Doyle Brunson? Guy won like the first couple World Series of pokers and all that. Going to Abilene Christian. Yeah, he was also drafted by the NBA. I think he's drafted by the Lakers. Like, dude, I didn't know ACU was. They're like huge D1 school back in the 50s and 60s. They got some good track, got some good football, got some good sports out there. But yeah, Doyle Brunson, famous poker player. Don't put your life savings on the line against that dude. He's a heck of a athlete, apparently, before his poker days. Caraway, Cram gets a good pitch to throw on. I think he got him. No! I think he got the tag down. Ball beat him by a mile. So Medellin, I think the tag got him right on the foot. Oh, man. Okay, so Medellin steals. I mean, the throw was a little bit up, but it was a good throw, and it beat him. And I thought Felix got the tag down on the foot right there. He, like, swiped it. And it was like going to toss it to Hector for the out. He was like, throw it around. We got him. Not to be. So Cram, pretty good arm. 1-2 to Misi. Twos now. Hit up to center. Atkinson coming on fast, and he lays out, but it was just slicing away from him. So Arias has to pick up the ball and gun it in. They're going to hold him at third. That's a conservative third base thing. I think he makes it if you send him there, but I'll take it. So holding up at third on it, it's Medellin. And it's technically a double because Atkinson laid down, and there wasn't any air on that play. So Misi serves in like a 5-iron into the oppo gap. That's going to bring up Seth Werchan as 90-mile-an-hour winds start to kick up. Always makes it fun for the equipment. Infield is now in. Caraway gets in on his hands. Oh, 0-1 to Werchan. This is a point where we strike out the next two and get the third out. Drilled up the middle, doesn't see it, and Felix, oh my goodness. Felix makes an amazing reactive play to the comebacker from Werchan and throws it to dodge, but it squirts out of his glove. I don't know. You technically have to rule that E3 because he gets him by a step. Catch that ball. That was amazing by Felix. I thought there was no chance. But I hate the puns, but, man, reflex is like a cat on that one. So bases loaded, nobody out. Eric Martinez. Infield goes back to double play depth, and your corners are in. Gonzalez and Dodge can get a ground ball. You come to the plate with it. Wind absolutely whipping 1-1. It's been like this all day. It's technically the prevailing direction of the wind. Fly, going to be interesting with the wind. We need more. The catch is made by Mr. Henry. So that's a huge keep him there out on the F7. So one down, and now you got to deal with Sinceri. Sinceri's not faced Caraway yet. First look that they'll get at each other here. Sinceri fouled out behind first his last time in the fourth. Something off speed there. 1-0. Might have been a screwball, something. Meeting at the mound there. A couple crazy comebackers today. There was one on Norris from Garrett Felix, and then that one there. Oh, no. Fastball in. 2-0. Sinceri, when you're opposing, you're the opposing team, he just gives that uneasy feeling that he's totally in control. Drives me nuts. Bounces up the middle. Could be two if he can get the hop. And the throw. Oh, Garrett Felix did it. Gets the candy hop, steps on the bag, and fires a strike. The dodge at first, and the Sturs get out of it. And gets Sinceri to get out of it. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Great play, Garrett Felix. Love to see it.
10,000 feet. Gotta fly. Get me to get. Wanna feed me. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Like a rock man. I live in motion. Land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight. All through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. That's right.
Good pitcher.
I'm gonna let you go, you know.
19. Oh, Mike's still on.
I try to lie, and I don't bite. Fly over the Atlantic. Take off to a new city. Somewhere got history. Somewhere real pretty. We're cruising in London, yeah. And I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight. All through the night. Huh. Get on to the aeroplane. Make it onto the aeroplane.
So Dalton LeBlanc on in the bottom of 6 after 5 from Norris. Norris only gives up 1 and 5. Now you got the lefty Dalton LeBlanc from A&M Corpus out of DeQuincy, Louisiana. If I'm not mistaken, junior, A&M Corpus. 5'11", 175, left-hander. Big breaker. This is up. Zach Henry, leadoff batter here in the 6th for the Sturs. 2-0. 3-run ball game. Striking distance. And he bounces it. So leadoff walk would be nice. See Scotty B returning to the booth. His mic turned on. He's running around. And 4-pitch walk for Mr. Henry. Get Scott up. Now you've got Mr. Dodge, Mr. Jake Dodge, UCSB Gaucho, lefty. Takes fastball for a strike one. I get Scotty's mic turned up. There you go, Scott.
Looked like Dalen spun a 0 back in the top half of the inning.
It was nice, and there was an amazing double play turned by Garrett Felix. He had it was Sunseri too, with the bases loaded, and they bounced it to Garrett, and it was a kind of a difficult hop, but he played it, stepped on. There's the pick move. There's the pick move from the lefty, Mr. LeBlanc. But, you had to get it to save the run, and he did. He stepped on it, fired a strike to first, got Sunseri by a step. It was a thing of beauty. There goes the runner, and it's fouled off.
Sounds like an amazing play in a big, big spot.
It was. Bases loaded with Sunseri, not where you want to be with one out. And he bounced it. And, man, Felix had to make that play, and he did.
Sometimes you got to restock the cookies and cream, and you miss a Garrett Felix double play.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was not an easy hop, and he had a hop similar to that went for a single because it just bounced over his head at the beginning of the inning. But, man, good big spot. Dodge stays alive on the LeBlanc breaker. Yeah, cookies and cream got to get restocked. Looks like Liam got himself some hands on some cookies and cream ice cream.
It's definitely the top-selling flavor of the 3 flavors we offer.
What do we got? Chocolate,
Vanilla, and cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream, yeah. And LeBlanc gets it by Dodge for the first out. Xavier, 1 for 2 tonight. I think he got rung on a pretty good frame job by Columbus. Victim of the protect with 2, but Columbus was set up outside and just stuck the frame, but it looked wide.
Arias had fouled off a few outside pitches before the punch out there.
Yeah.
And I just think it was one of those instances where, well, you didn't swing, and it was about the same spot, so we're going to call that strike.
Well, it was a pretty good setup, frankly, by Norris because it was 2 breaking balls away that he'd fouled off, and then he went back outside to paint the corner.
And he really did stick the glove.
Yeah, it wasn't like Columbus didn't have to move for it, so you're going to get that call. 1-1. Shot out to right. Plowman is there. And he throws behind. Look out. Whoa. Look. First base coach Caleb Leclerc is be like, dude, get back. Henry did not look. Nobody was looking. The Plowman bounced that ball into first base. Like right over Henry's stepping foot. F9. Logan Stockton, the designated hitter tonight. Oh, my gosh. Did they get him? Did I hit him or no? He missed. Jumped out of the way. Henry on second. So a little conversation from Logan with the catcher and the umpire. Logan, a gregarious young man. I'm sure he knows the umpire from the nights he's caught.
I was close to hitting him on that back foot, so maybe he was trying to show him a scuff mark or something.
I don't know. I don't know how he got out of the way. Down. 2-0. I think it's 2-0. That was the first pitch, the bouncer. Good turnout. City of Seguin coming out to see the Stirs. And that does get him. So he'll have to go back to second. Will Henry. And Stockton goes down to first on the hit by pitch.
Free ticket night presented by ME Plumbing.
ME Plumbing.
Thank you to ME Plumbing for joining our sponsorship team this season. Gotta love the free ticket nights. Gets the community out to the ballpark. Watch some baseball. ME Plumbing, right across the street from Smokey Joe.
How about that? Always need plumbing work. I need plumbing work right now up there in San Antonio. Big breaking ball way high. 1-0. Gonzalez tonight. 0 for 2. By my count, he's due. Blanc down. A&M Corpus, the Islanders. I believe Luke Malone went there before he went to UTSA. That's pretty good baseball down there, but their campus is amazing. Their baseball field's like right on the water. It's kind of amazing if you get a look at it. You know me and my Google mapping of baseball parks. I can just find them and awe-inspire at their settings.
A wild, wild west type draw when it comes to finding a baseball map on Google Maps from Ernie here.
I can find just about anyone. That's down 3-1. I found the baseball field at Area 51. Maybe wants to check the feed of T-Texas Tony Turnstile. It's there. It's the only green thing for like 200 miles around. Explain that. Use an alien fertilizer because it doesn't look like turf. All right. Full inside corner to Gonzalez. I haven't looked at Hawaii Hilo's field. I imagine that's pretty. It's a school in San Diego right on the coast. Pepperdine's right off the coast. But yeah, A&M Corpus. Spoiled by Gonzalez. Full count. But I don't know if you want your field right on the ocean, right? Aren't you get the sea breeze blowing everything back in? That's my question. Full count again to Gonzalez. 2 runners on. Oh, jam shot. That could drop in. Good piece of base running right there because he was off. Oh, and they gun that. Let's see if that gets away. Oh, my goodness. Zach Henry, excellent base running. That ball, he was off. We knew that ball was going to be down, and there was no way to know unless you're just like right there and you have that instinct, because you don't score on that unless you take the approach that Mr. Henry did, where he's like, that's going to drop, I'm going. Actually, 2 down, so he's going on contact anyway. I digress. Still awesome base running. Stockton at third. And Gonzalez with a full count hit makes it to second on the throw home. Caden Grant. Whoa. Tried the corner and missed. That was LeBlanc, 1-0. So all my hullabaloo about great base running and going on contact was because it was 2 out. One. Cram's pretty big dude. I'd like to see him get into one. What's up? Nah, I don't think that was a strike. It's 2-1. I think somebody in the crowd screamed out strike. Could have been a. 3-1 now. We're just count for cramp. One pitch you're looking for. And he takes a fastball up high, so the bags are packed, jammed, and jam-packed. The base on ball to Cran. We come back to Mr. Atkinson, who blistered a ball at the shortstop last inning. Let's see if LeBlanc is a first pitch curveball to lefty's guy. Lefty. There it is. Outside, though. So 1-0. Now. That is 3-0. Off the plate, taken certainly. Down by 2 in this ball game. We need these big innings. And he bounces it for ball 4, so LeBlanc walks in a run. Stockton scores. And Atkinson on it first. Keep it going, Stirs, any way you can. So out comes the Brazos Valley Bombers. I believe that's the head coach there. Go make a change. Hector Rodriguez up in a big spot. Up in a big spot right here. Bases loaded. Ryan Pearson on in relief of LeBlanc. 2 down. Bases juiced. Takes a strike.
Smokey Joe faithful are itching for a hit here.
We're itching for it too, I'll tell you that. Ooh, good hack by Hector. Breaking ball was on it. Battle time. Pearson, sophomore at Argyle, Texas, going to Wharton. Hit right back up the middle. That's going to get
It's
through. One
through.
run's going to score. And they're waving in the runner. The throw's offline. That's a 2-run RBI single for Hector Rodriguez. And the Sturs are back in front. Ow! 2 bibbies. Gonzalez scores. Caden Cram scores. Look at that. So I'm talking about.
Just what the doctor ordered from Hector Rodriguez.
That's what I'm talking about, Bob. The ball's going to find some holes for us sooner or later. And now you got to deal with Garrett Felix. Strike 1.
Didn't hit the leather off the baseball, but drove it up the middle in between the shortstop and second baseman, and 2 runs come in to score.
Oh, that was huge. Ground ball with eyes. Heat seeking right up the middle. Man, that's a big 2-out hit. One to Garrett Felix. Up and in, almost gets him. Big steps away from it. 1s now. Pearson checks the runner. Pretty good hack. Felix. We've seen Pearson before. I'm sure Felix has seen him before in this league. Not a new bomber and not a new stir. We battle everybody, 12 times this season? Bounce, gives a crazy hop, gets back and eats him up, and they're going to wave him in. Oh, Garrett Felix, good things happen when you put the ball in play, and Atkinson scores. Hit it hard. Man. Garrett Felix, I'm giving you a single on that. He hit it hard into the cut and took a huge hop. I don't know if you get him even if you field that cleanly. I don't think the run scores. I guess you got to give him the RBI then for that. Oh, no, that goes here. The wrong thing.
Trying to get a read on that second hop after how high that first
After how,
one
yeah,
went
because
is
it's
a
totally
tough
short hop
go.
Medellin. And that's flared in. And Medellin tracks it down on Henry. So, but some huge hits there. We get 5 runs in it.
A 5 spot to take the lead for the Sturs.
Holy Sturs. Bless it. No, that was Zach Henry on that.
And
last
I
out.
see Daniel Garza coming to the mound for the River Monsters, his first relief appearance of the
All
season,
right.
but a UTSA road runner with some good stuff. Tony ready to put up some zeros in these
Love
last
to
3
see
innings.
it. Love to see it. F6. All right, we'll take a break. Big inning for the Sturs right there. We're going to hold them. So as Scotty said, Daniel Garza coming on in a relief appearance. He'll face Hunter Autry in the top of the 7th. Garza absolutely lights out as the third man in the starting rotation for the UTSA Roadrunners, nationally ranked much of the season, with Garza being one of the main pistolas coming onto the mound. Nice slide piece for Steerack 1. Fastball up and away. Garza's a junior out of Houston. There's that slider. So Autry 1-2 now. Slider's got pretty good pace, so throws it hard, the breaking stuff. But he can mix it up. And he bounces it. Dodge goes back on it. The PFP is right there. Nice feed into Garza by Jake Dodge. Had to get him on the run, and he did. 3-1. Ooh.
Nice play there by Jacob to field that tough second hop, and Garza was covering first base right away. Exactly how you draw it up defensively.
Helping himself right there. It's Mr. Ben Columbus. He is reached base on an error, 0-3 tonight. Swings through the Garza offering, 0-1. Garza out of the stretch. No runners on even. Paints outside corner. Doesn't get the call. 1-1. That's where Cram was set up. Hit the glove. Up the middle, but Hector might be getting that. Nice and easy with the perfect throw. Hector Rodriguez. You make it look so easy. It's not. I mean, Hector is the second coming of Omar Vizquel on some levels. I mean, that dude, you do not, you don't find gloves like that every day. 2 down. Jacob Guerrero, the center fielder, faced Daniel Garza. Nice breaking stuff right there. The big breaker. 0-1. Squares and up in your face. I'm sorry for laughing, but they teach you to do that. You want to square a bunt on me? Glad he's okay, but that's an old Dennis Martinez, you know? Old Sal the Barber Magley. There. Oh, they call it a strike because he offered and didn't get back. Okay, so 0-2 then. Nasty. Garza giving a class. It's good stuff, but around the zone. Working all the corners, throwing strikes. Oh, 2. Nasty. Garza. They're going to make him throw. Okay. So in the dirt, and he throws him out. K. 1, 2, 3 for Daniel Garza. We'll go to bottom of 7, folks. Stars hanging out a 2-run lead. Let's keep it going. right, Jake Dodge is going to lead us off here in the bottom of the 7th. Dodge 0 for 3. Due to crush one into the bark pile. I'd like to see him crush one up into the bark processing machine. The city of Seguin just feeds in logs. Here's Pearson. Bounces it 1-0. So Stir's bat around the 6th. Get 5. Hit into the 3-4 hole. And Dodge gets a hit to start us up here in the 7th. Might have cracked that wood. Sounded funny. But don't care. Bat well worth a hit in my book. Got to go through 200 bats a year to get 200 hits. You do it. Xavier Arias. Single tonight. 1 for 3. Any college scouts or pro scouts, frankly, looking for an outfielder. I want to look up Xavier Arias' number. He's got some abilities. Bounce, another huge chop. That's going to be trouble, and Arias is on. This ghost of Smokey Joe is here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and he's saying go Stirs, go. So Arias, I think you got to rule that in air. It was a big hop, though. I don't know. What do you do there? Dodge is definitely a single. I don't know if you get him. I'm going to go E4. You can give him a single if you're scoring at home, frankly, because that was a huge hop. Now you got Logan Stockton. 2 on, nobody out. Squares to bunt, small ball, pulls it back, and it gets past him. So that's as good as a bunt. I don't know if you called that a ball or a strike. I think he pulled it back in time. So ball, everybody advances on the, really, I think it's a pass ball, not a wild pitch. And Pearson to face Stockton. Inside. 2-0. Stockton got plunked his last time. Two 2-0. Stir's looking to add more. Fastball out. 1-2. A little bit up. Probably not what Stockton's looking for in a 2-0. Corners are technically back in a 2-run ball game. Interesting. I don't know what the exact textbook defensive alignment you want in this close of a game this late. The corners are back. Hit into the hole, and that's going to be a base hit. And they're going to hold him right there. So Stockton with an RBI single. Right perfectly in the 5-6 hole. Getting justified batting average balls in play. That's what I'm saying. Can't always be the one finding holes against us. We're going to find some holes sooner or later. Alex Gonzalez. I don't know if he worked a walk, but he got on and scored last inning. I can't remember. It must have been a walk. Stockton at first. Pearson, fastball for a strike. Nice hit by Logan Stockton, tacking him on. Driven into the gap. Oh, Alex Gonzalez on his horse is Logan Stockton. He chucks the helmet. He's coming to score. Tony Perez is waving him in. The play at the plate. And Stockton is safe. 2-run double. Alex Gonzalez. Bless it. Wrote that ball. Logan Stockton on his horse. And that horse was Secretariat, folks. That's what I'm talking about. That was Seabiscuit. That was a horse Stockton was on. Gonzalez all over the fastball. Shoots it to the wall. And now you got Caden Cram. Still nobody down. Fastball for a strike. And let me tell you what, Stirs fan, ain't nobody taking this for granted. You got to keep the pressure on the Bombers. Nice hack, Cram. 0-2. To Cram. Alex Gonzalez at second. Fastball away. The baseball in my bones. That's like a shot of adrenaline. Ever see Pulp Fiction when they jab that syringe of adrenaline in their chest? That's what that was. In on the hands. Still 1-2. The Lord of the Flies go absolutely bananas. They're going to get that foul ball. Wind's still kicking. Pearson leans in for the sign. 1-2 to Cram. Stirs in rally mode, but he gets the fastball by Cram for the first out. Kyle Atkinson on and scored. I think he worked a walk. I just didn't mark it. I think he worked a 3-4 pitch walk, honestly. So Atkinson, your center fielder, back to the top of the order. I had to feel so good for Alex Gonzalez. We've been playing a great third base and then absolutely find it on the barrel and just lace it. Pretty good hack from Atkinson right there, actually. 0-2. Alex Gonzalez at second. Nobody really checking him. Pearson leaning in for the sign. Sturz trying to keep it going here. It's in the dirt. Gonzalez doesn't get the read. Doesn't get away from Columbus far enough. 1-2. Good block by Columbus. Jam shot. Oh, and it gets off the glove. It goes to Smokey Joe. So Atkinson jam shots and it goes off the lip of Eric Martinez's glove like a mistimed jump. I think he has the ups to get there. Smokey Joe Williams in the house tonight. He left his feet. That's a single. Going to jump for it. So Gonzalez goes to third. First third situation with a man who can run in Atkinson. What are they doing? Is that a balk? He's saying, hold him on, man. Oh, do not give up uncontested first, third bases. Pearson's right there. Wants to keep Atkinson close. Atkinson certainly will be running. And here's Hector, the man with a big hit last inning. There goes Atkinson, and Columbus is going to throw, but it's on the wrong side of the bag, so Atkinson steals. Second and third for Hector. Strong throw by Columbus, opposite of the bag. It's an extra step and a slide. 1-0. Up 2-0. Pretty good hack right there from Hector. 2-1. Hector looking for the fastball. Got it. Pearson. Shot line drive, but Medellin does make the play, but that's another RBI for Hector, and there's the back throw from Autry. So racking up RBIs is Hector Rodriguez on the 6-3, and Gonzalez scores. So Atkinson to third, 2 down. Hit hard right at the first base when he stays down. It does Autry, and they get out of it. But the Sturs get 4 more. Now we got to keep the pressure on defensively. We'll go to the top of 8. Well, I don't know what's happening. Bump music's busted, baby.
10,000 feet.
There it is.
Gotta fly.
I don't know about this Zoom L8 soundboard. Jury's still out.
I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Like a rocket man. I live in motion. We land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. That's right. Not gonna let you go in alone. Bring me along some fun. I drive a light.
All right. We're coming back. Luis Solis doing amazing things on the replay. Things of beauty. What a broadcast put together by Luis Solis. I can't believe how lucky we are. How lucky we are. This will be Cole Plowman, right fielder. Been on base a couple times tonight. Facing Daniel Garza. Fastball away. 1-0. All right. Well, there it is. Strike. Plowman. Oh, it's raining. I'm feeling raindrops to the booth. They're trying to finalize the Caroline Neil Diamond. 1-1 to Plowman. Nice breaking ball. Ooh. All right. 1-2. Still 1-2. Garza works his way through Sweet Caroline. Plowman. Plowman spoiling pitches. You got Garza in a high leverage spot. 6-run lead. As a River Monster, we take nothing for granted. This game and every game means everything to us. Fastball away. 2-2. To Plowman. Wind just whipping. Nice breaking ball from Garza. Stays 2s. Plowman, Weatherford, Texas. Oh, that town. I've been to that town so many times. I lost count. Bounced over to Hector, who takes on a big hop. Gonna throw it to first, and he gets him by a step. 6-3. Good defense, man. Good defense wins baseball games, folks. When you got Hector Rodriguez, you got some good D at short. Jordan Medellin. The Bombers shortstop. You love to see that from Garza too. Pitching a contact. Not to strike everybody out. You got these fielders out there like Alex Gonzalez, Rodriguez, Felix. I mean, shot foul. 1-1. To get an RV. Knock down an antenna or something. 1-1. Garza to Medellin. Gets way in on the hands. Might have got that off a finger. That's how far in on the hands it was. Ahead in the count again is Garza. Garza's absolutely phenomenal. He's in, he's out, he's up, he's down, he's changing speeds, but he's not. Ooh, that's a crazy take-o too right there. Yeah. Gets him. Garza. Pick up that piece of nasty filth out of your local trash can because it was dirty. 2 down. And now you got to deal with Maddox Misi. Singled his last time. 1 for 3 tonight. The third baseman for Brazos Valley. In on the hands again, Garza. Working you in, working you out. If you aren't a Daniel Garza fan yet, you should be. Man can pitch. Jam shot over to Garrett Felix, and he's going to corral that for the third out. 1-2-3 for Daniel Garza, and we will go to the bottom of 8, folks. Alex Forey on for the Bombers, the Michigan man here in the TCL. Zach Henry, bottom of the 8th, is going to lead it off for us. Mr. Henry tonight. Walked and scored in the 6th. And I think hit by pitch by his teammate in the 1st. To Forey. Outside corner for strike 1. Strike 2 from Forey. Forey around the plate. Seemed to start for the Bombers in my recollection. This is why I like not having the clock. Step out, get yourself together. You're down 0-2. Think about what's he going to throw now. Battle. And he goes back foot, breaking ball on Henry. It's a tough sequence right there. Strikeout for out 1, and they'll bring up Jake Dodge. Singled his last time. And Dodge is heating up. Dodge is a big dude, by the way. Check this out. Jake Dodge, 6'5", 220 out of Gresham, Oregon. Swings through the 40 fastball. I believe it was a fastball. Down and in on something. He pulled the string on. 1-1. You get the inside corner. 1-2 now. Good piece of battle in there from Dodge. One, two for you, and out of the stretch guy. Been bamboozled by his coaching staff to take away his windup. Crushed the other way by Jake Dodge, going back as a center fielder. Oh my gosh, Guerrero tracked that down. And he was shifting the lefty to pull. And let's give credit where credit is due. Jacob Guerrero, the center fielder, went a long way. Dodge gives it a ride. But Guerrero, wow, good play. 2 down. Xavier Arias, Alex Forey. Big breaking ball for strike 1. So Forey from Michigan, also an Eastern Michigan dude. And TCL gets from everywhere, but it's usually a coach hookup or somebody knows somebody. He gets him on the arm. So Arias aboard. And here is Logan Stockton. Logan Stockton, big hit in the hole, scored a run. Stockton will give you a deep at bat. Selective hitter. That's the way to put it. It's the DH tonight. Checks it on a 40 fastball, 0-1. I don't know if you run with Arias here, but you can put him in motion. He runs well. Oh, breaking ball. That would have been a good one to turn into. That wouldn't hurt too bad. That wouldn't hurt too bad. Get plunked again. Would have been hit tonight. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. If you think we're comfortable with a 6-run lead in Seguin, we're not. Everything is down to the wire grind and claw 3-1. Grind, claw, fight, fix bayonets. Battle these dad-gummed Brazos Valley Bombers. This is a good ball club, top of the league. Probably low. Some kind of makeup call there. I'm not sure. Full count to Logan. Before he checks out, I guess he'll be going. There he does. And it's inside for ball 4. And Logan Stockton draws a walk. Now, Alex Gonzalez, who smoked. It's a very similar situation because Stockton scored for first, but Gonzalez smoked the double in the right center gap last time up against Forey. Whoa. Breaking ball over his head. Was it National League president? It was Bill White. So they missed with the first one, but that next one's probably going to be a fastball. Spent his entire major league career on that philosophy. And the fastball goes by him, so all the runners move up. Alex Gonzalez looking for his pitch. Chance to tack some more on. Four from the stretch. Almost same kind of pitch. It's a 2-0 fastball. Gets a corner for a strike, but you could repeat the Alex Gonzalez swing going the other way with the fastball last inning. 2-1. Three one now. So Forey working a Gonzalez. Hitter's count for sure. For one pitch. It's in and down. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Caden Cram. Redemption time. Forey Caden to end the 7th. You've seen him once. What's that? Oh, Scotty's back. Cram cuts it loose. First pitch hunting. 0-1. And I think I'm not mistaken. It was Forey last inning. I think it runs together in my mind.
So the Stirs follow up their 5 spot with a 4 spot.
Love to see it.
So do I.
It's down 1-1. I've been explaining to the television audience we take nothing for granted. This is the Boston Marathon where you absolutely sprint through the tape on the 26.2 mile.
Chest out.
Chest out.
Hands back.
Hands back
Chin
every second. Ball gets away. That's going to score a run. So Arias comes in to score. Stockton up to third. Gonzalez. Two one. Cram looking for his pitch. Forey. Pretty good hack there from Cram. See him run into one. Pretty big dude. Inside, twos. Is it twos or full? I guess it's full, according to the board. Can't listen to me. And he does get him. Cram disappointed, but we get one back, and we'll take every single one of them we can get as we go into the top of the ninth. Stirs, digging deep. Everything. Leave it all out there, Stirs.
Gotta fly. Get me a ticket. I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Move like a rocket man. I live in motion. We land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. That's right. Not gonna let you go it alone. Bring me along to some fun. Ha! I travel light and I don't bite. Fly over the Atlantic. Take off for a new city. Somewhere got history.
All right, Ruger. Ruger on to close it out in the top of the ninth.
No funny business despite the 7-run lead.
Zero funny business happening in Seguin, ladies and gentlemen.
We talk about sprinting through the finish line to get this one. That's what Ruger going out to the mound right now means.
That's what I'm talking about.
Break it down, please.
Make it onto the aeroplane.
That's right.
Get onto the aeroplane.
Come on.
Get onto the aeroplane.
Fly, baby, fly.
Get onto the aeroplane. Make it onto the aeroplane.
Never pain now.
Get onto the aeroplane.
Get on to the aeroplane.
Get onto the aeroplane.
Get on to it. Come on.
Get onto the aeroplane.
And land in New York City.
Aeroplane.
And I love the way she moves. Gotta hold
All right, Seguin, we're 3 outs away from a win. If you want to see us win,
All right, Ruger Riojas up, going to face Seth Werchan. Werchan, by my count, reached on a fielder's choice 0 for 3 tonight. Riojas, a key piece. The UTSA Roadrunners pitching staff. As a true freshman, hit very hard, but that's Hector Rodriguez with a. Oh, if Jake Dodge digs that out. Thing of beauty. So that has to go as a hit because the only person who could possibly get you there would be Hector Rodriguez. So what a backhand by Hector. Wow. Eric Martinez. Inside fastball from Riojas to Martinez. It's 1-0. 1-1. Bombers down this much. You can't afford to steal. You certainly can't afford to get picked off, which almost happened right there. Good job by Riojas. Strike 2. Head to Martinez. Ruger. Fouled. Lead on the fastball. 1-2. Whether these two have faced each other is not outside the realm of possibility, as UTSA played UTRGV this year. Martinez staying alive. Ball down. Had him out in front, but he managed to get a piece of it. Rios checks Werchan. Comes to plate. Hit hard the other way. Gets by Gonzalez, who was off the line. And they're trying to take extra bases, which I would not advise. He's out. You don't do that when you're down by 7. So give up a base runner for an out on the aggressive base running. So heads up throwing around. So it's a single, and he's cut down at second, but Werchan gets to third.
Nice quick reaction there by Alex Gonzalez. Knew he didn't have the guy out at third, so he quickly gets it over to Gary Felix at second base. For that.
And Martinez, and Martinez might have been in, but I think he fell off the base because he didn't go in sliding and was like stumbling, standing up. So 1 down, huge, and now you got to deal with Sinceri runner on third. Nice breaking stuff. 1-1. There's an 0-2.
0-2.
All right. 0-2. We're going to head
quickly ahead.
Nice block, Caden Cram.
Top of the 9th, 1 out, and Caden Cram just sacrifices the chest for that one. Big play.
That is a big play. Rios gets what he likes. Comes set. Nasty Riojas slider. Also picked up out of the dumpster. Pure filth. Delivered hot to your plates. 2 down. Gets Sinceri chasing the slider away because it's that nasty and breaks that hard. And now you got a Hunter Autry with 2 down.
Stirs faithful, waiting for that final out.
Nothing for granted. It's in on him with a breaker, I think. 0-1. Good fastball, but it's up. 1-1. Werchan at third. And fastball from Riojas.
Pumped in there by Ruger.
It's that Limburger cheese that you're talking about. 1-2.
You got a whiff of that from up here.
Whew. And he gets him! with authority. Ruger Riojas slams the door, and the Stars win, Stars win, Stars win. Doggone it, that feels good.
We needed it, Ernie. We needed it bad.
Especially against the Bombers at the top of the league. Stars win.
We know they got it in them. Hopefully this starts a stretch of baseball
That's
that
what
carries
I'm
us into
talking
July.
about. Good night, Smokey Joe Williams. Stars win. Scotty B on the call. Louis Solis, Mike G, the entire Stars family. We needed that to exercise some demons and get streaking again. Heck of a game.
In the words of Gary Cohen, put it in the books.
Put it in the books. Let's look for player of the game. I'm saying Hector Rodriguez is one of them. 3 RBIs. Huge. All right, we'll put on some bump music and bump you all out. Thanks for tuning in to TCL Baseball and an epic Stars win. Taking down the Brazos Valley Bombers. 11-4 is your final. Oh, you already did? Yes. All right.
We needed it, guys.